for joining us. So far, which has been your favorite innovation? Let us know in the comments below. Create, innovate, develop.
Muuni Fund is here. Muuni Fund is here. Kuthandiza Malawi tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto kuza dziko lathu. Muuni Fund is here. Muuni Fund is here. Kuthandiza Malawi tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto omwe amagwa mdziko lathu.
Hi, and welcome to Muuni Pitch Program. I'm looking forward to hearing what your pitch is and your innovation today. So first off, Mutuza, dzina lanu, where you're coming from in terms of the council that you are representing here.
Okay, so my name is Andrew Piri. I'm a research and development specialist, currently working with Yes and General Consultancy. I've come here with my team representing on being a smart greenhouse system. Actually, it's an ICT integrated agriculture solution that uses IoT to create an environment that automatically controls parameters that are viable for optimal plant growth. These parameters include soil moisture, temperature, humidity, of air, ventilation. There are 6 of them. So once they are controlled, there are devices that are automatically controlled. So that the devices, they are automatically controlled, and they trigger to either be on and off depending on the values of these parameters.
So that was a mouthful. What is the issue that you will be addressing in your council? And briefly, what is the innovation or the solution?
Okay, so what I've observed right here in Malawi, most of our farmers have limited access to technology.
So yours is in agriculture?
Exactly. It's because farmers have limited access to technology, and because of that, they overuse their resources. For example, water, they can over-irrigate their plants. We also have something like there's no real-time tracking of what is happening in their farms.
Andrew, I don't want you to tell me the whole pitch because you will have to present it very soon. So let me allow you to tell me what your innovation is, and then you will go in and pitch to those that matter.
Okay, so my innovation, simply put, it's an ICT integrated agriculture solution designed to increase the efficiency and productivity of farmers. The target market is commercial farmers and farmers who will grow high value crops, because you're going to be using renewable energy. It's a little bit expensive.
He is ready and he is fired up. Real quick, I understand that you have a hearing impairment, which is something that's quite special. I think some people at home may be thinking, oh, his speech sounds a bit slurry. Is that because of the hearing impairment?
Sorry?
You said you have a hearing impairment.
Yeah, exactly.
So how long, what kind, maybe you could share a bit about that.
So I can say throughout my school life, secondary school, university, it wasn't exactly easy. I get into class, I wouldn't hear anything, but still more, I should say, support from my friends, family, colleagues. And so as anyone me to be here, I'm well driven. I'm surrounded by people driving.
Congratulations. I wish you well as you present your innovation. Good luck.
So my name is Andrew Piri, research and development specialist from Yes and General Consultancy. I'm here with my team, Mr. Rosalife Ganida. We are presenting on a better smart greenhouse system. So these are the contents. So on project overview, the better smart greenhouse system is a sustainable ICT integrated solution designed to enhance agricultural practices in Malawi by optimizing resource usage like water and energy, and boosting productivity by precision farming. On program statement, in Malawi, farmers face several challenges that limit their productivity, efficiency, and sustainability. These include 1. Limited access to modern technology. 2. Lack of real-time monitoring. Most farmers right now don't even know what's happening in their farms. They just surprise something that's happening. Labor and poor farm management. Inefficient usage of essential resources like water. They can over-irrigate their crops sometimes, and also have energy inefficiency and unavailability. Grid is not exactly accessible to all areas in Malawi, and sometimes that same grid is shading. You have climate change and reduced crop yield. Now that's a major actually. This is now our smart solution. We are presenting precision farming. How? The Bernard Smart greenhouse system. It uses Internet of Things, IoT technology, and hybrid energy sources like biogas and solar to monitor and control plant parameters which are essential for optimal plant growth. These include 1. Soil fertility, soil moisture, light intensity, temperature, and humidity. This allows for optimal plant growth, increased crop yield, and efficient use of resources. Now, these are the key features of our system. The first one is IoT for remote monitoring and control, automatic and manual control. Then you have smart fertilizing system used to apply the smart irrigation system, smart farming system, temperature control system. We also have the ventilation system. We are using hybrid renewable energy. And for water, we are using underground water. This is because not all areas are close to rivers here in Malawi. And most of our rivers are drying up, It's a bit of a problem to get out if we water from the rivers. Now, here is our prototype. So, would you just come and see the prototype? Yeah, it's going to be. You needed to come up. You can just come here.
Okay. Can I take a picture of it?
Yes, it's still the track. Yes. Okay, I can proceed?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the smart greenhouse. We have several sensors that have been deployed in the system. First, we have this, it's called the NPK sensor, as it's really NPK storage sensor. It senses fertility of the soil. We also have soil moisture sensor. We have the DHT, that stands for digital humidity and temperature sensor. Over here, actually, we have the light intensity sensor called LDR, light delayed resistor. Yeah. And once the values are sensed, they are displayed in this console here. You can come and look at it. So as you can see, this is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Their values are being displayed right here. And we also have soil moisture sensor. That means the concentration of water in the soil is at 52. Yeah, it's surging immediately because this is unstable. And then we have good temperature at 27, humidity is at 77, and we have light intensity at 49. Now, because of time, we only demonstrate to you two systems, but all the systems are functioning perfectly well. But because of time, we wanted to demonstrate two systems. See that? And now, whenever the humidity is above 75 degrees Celsius, so 75%, this is a ventilation system. It's trying to pour out the moist air out. This is pulling out the moist air, and this fan here is pulling in cold air. Because humidity has a tendency to rise up. Something that pulls has to be up. Something that pulls it up has to be here. And the one that is pulling cold air in has to be up. This is a cooling fan. Whenever temperature is about 25, it says 27, it comes on trying to bring down the temperature to 25. Now, because this is a prototype, we're using these types of fans, but on a large scale, on the roofing, we are considering to use air conditioners. Now, this here is the air sensor. Whenever it's dark, like this, let's say it's at night, it's dark, I've covered it. So, like this, it has gone below 20%. It comes on. Now, there we have our okay, so we also have a heating system here. It's a smart incubation system. Where the temperature is below 20 degrees Celsius, it comes on. You can come here and feel it. You can come and feel it. If you place your hand over here,
The temperature shows.
yeah.
Maybe just before and after.
Okay, so like heater has automatic and manual control. Because as you can see, temperature can go below 20. Right now, it's not below 20. When we are making this product, we put vegetables as the basis. Yeah, so that's why the temperature is below 20. But there's some plants, they need a temperature above 30 if it's possible. So the heater can make it fluctuate. Yeah.
So right now it's on. Maybe one of it can just feel the heat on the fan here.
Yeah, it's coming. So this is manual control. We have this time around we're using manual control, but it's supposed to go automatically. But temperature is not. So I'm using manual control.
So that's it.
Energy. And we're also using underground water. We have integration of IoT and automatic control for efficiency. Automatically, the farmer shouldn't do anything, shouldn't turn on anything. The system should be on its own. And we have smart systems. You see, smart systems are talking about things like smart systems, smart irrigation, fertilizing system, smart irrigation, those are the systems. So, on scalability and interoperability, how the system can be fused and scaled up. The system can be put on mega farms, one. The system can be fused independently. Two, we also have an upgrade, we are needed to upgrade traditional greenhouses. Mapping the ability, so this is how it is viable in the market. One is because it creates an optimal environment for high variety, it reduces farm losses, reduces farming season by 40%, because the optimal environment will always be available. Plants grow faster. It also reduces labor operation costs due to automation. We have introduced foreign farm produce in Malawi that might not be exactly growing because of our environment. And subscriptions monthly or yearly, farmers can pay year or monthly subscriptions.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much for the presentation. Definitely a great presentation. Loved the prototype. Loved the insights, and most importantly, loved the passion. You could clearly see that you're connected with your innovation, and I think that's key. And these are the things, honestly, I love to see. Homegrown innovations that are pushing forward. There's also some strong potential with this in terms of the commercial aspects of it, and probably that leads to my questions that I have. I have a number. I know with the limited time that we have, I can't exhaust them all. But to start with, greenhouse technology is a game changer in the agricultural industry, but has a few shortfalls in terms of cost when related to the Malawian industry. Not everybody can be able to afford a greenhouse. Now, if you factor in IoT sensors, those are also quite costly. You need specialized knowledge to maintain, as an example. Yes. So how are you going to go about that to also overcome the cost? And the other aspect, yes, you have tackled it in terms of energy requirements for a greenhouse. You need lighting, you need specialized irrigation equipment, and so on and so forth. How are you going to break that down that the normal farmer in Malawi is able to do it? Because we love our home in Malawi.
Yes.
So how are you going to break this down that a farmer or whosoever can be able to use it on their own, or to what extent can they use this on their own without you guys coming in to be able to diagnose the problem? I think I'll pause it there. We don't need a lot of time for the circuit.
So we are seeing that the greenhouse, it's a game changer when it comes to the farming industry. But at the same time, it can be a bit costly. So how do you plan on making this available to farmers because of the cost?
So The main reason why this may be a big cost is because it is renewable energy. That's the only reason. And for farmers, it's just an option. For most large farmers that may not be able to afford renewable energy, then they can use big, no, we do not recommend it. At the same time, we have energy companies in Malawi that do something called pay as you go. So in other words, you pay just part of the cost of the system that you're looking for. For example, let's say this system costs 2 million, you pay 100,000. And every month you pay 100 until you cover all the costs. Yeah, so at the end of the day, we got something called 50% deposit price. So we allow our clients, when they are getting the source system, we allow them to pay just 50%. And even that 50, they pay in 3 installments. This system that costs 2 million, you pay an initial payment of 300,000. Because 50% of 2 million is 1 million. 1 million if you investment is 300. So the moment you do 300 every month, you build the system. So there's something called pay as you go. And most importantly, this system using renewable energy is an option. It's just our recommendation. Yeah. So that's how we're trying to go to that.
Okay. 2 more questions. Do you make the sensors on your own?
Sorry?
Do you make the sensors? Those IoT sensors, the fertility sensor, do you make them on your own?
Do we make the sensors on our own? Do we make
Yes,
them
the
on our
sensors.
own?
Okay, the sensors.
Yes.
We buy them, but we have to calibrate them. A good example is the light sensor. We calibrated it to be sensing light from the sun. I don't know if you noticed, the light intensity was below 40. That's because it's indoors. It's supposed to measure light from the sun, but it's measured with short. Yeah. So we buy them, but we calibrate them. And the NP sensor takes pretty while to calibrate it. Yeah. So yes, you buy it, but calibrating it, that's your reason.
Right. Now I'm looking at the type of farmers that we have in Malawi. Most of the farmers are not literate. Now, how simple will the farmer understand the use of a greenhouse?
Just of farmers.
So, wait.
Right. Apart from that, of course, he was mentioned about affordability, but that has been covered. But again, adaptability. You see, in Malawi, we have different conditions. Here, you can see that it is as good as it's raining now, but most of the parts are dry. Now, we're looking at the resilience of the system that it can adapt to different conditions, be it very hot conditions like humid, like yeah,
Yes.
those places. And it adapts to itself so that the greenhouse remain relevant.
So, the first question is, he's saying that in Malawi, we have farmers, different types of farmers, but some are not like literate. So, how easy is this system for such farmers to understand, or is it very tough for them to understand?
Actually, that's a very good question. It's similar to that. If you think about it, as I was presenting, say something about automatic and manual control. So this is what we're doing. Each and every greenhouse will have its own technician from the company installed. So the moment it's installed, the only thing the farmer has to do is to have your phone and check what is happening there. But it will be happening automatically. There's automatic control. When temperature goes up, it will be cooled down automatically. When temperature goes low, the incubator comes on automatically. So there is automatic control. And most importantly, the user interface is very easy to use. You just have to scroll up or scroll down, scroll up or scroll down. Yes, for farmers that are illiterate, we cannot ignore that point. We can never ignore it. Not everyone is that familiar with technology. But at the same time, that doesn't mean we should not upgrade. So we're going to be sure that each and every greenhouse, for those who are illiterate, they will have a technician that will be coming to visit the greenhouse maybe monthly, weekly, but Even the technician also have your own console, seeing what is happening at the farm. So just scrolling up and scrolling down, that's all you have to do. The system is working, this one independent. You don't have to charge anything, just hold your plant your things and harvest it. That's it.
So, next question. He's asking on the resilience of the system. Because in Malawi, we have different places. Some might have different climates, harsh climates. So the question is, this system, can it adapt to those different climatic conditions?
The main reason why you have created this system is because of the main reason. There are so many different areas in Malawi. There are some crops you cannot decide to grow them in sunshine, but they weak in Chichiba. So because they weak in Chichiba but not in sunshine, you take the greenhouse and put it there so that it should create that kind of environment. When we have things like floods, we just make sure that the structure itself is well founded so that floods, when they come, they should not disrupt the operation of the greenhouse. And most importantly, this greenhouse is created to make sure that farmers can grow their crops everywhere at any time of the year, because the condition, the climate that is inside there, we are not relying on what the sun is doing. We are relying on what we have set up inside. So it can be deployed anywhere throughout the country. Yes, we created it for that very reason. We need to grow anything we want from the country at any time of the year, at all times. 10 times a year. We can make sure that we have grown freshness 10 times a year. It's very possible because it also reduces the farming system. Yeah, because at night, plants are inactive. They are not grown. 12 hours, they are not grown. The sun is not there. 12 hours, they are not grown. But artificially, they feel grown. Yes, so even at night, plants are growing. You cut down the season by half. Very useful.
I mentioned, I've got a lot of questions because I come from an agricultural background, and during my college days I also did a little bit something of this. That's why I've got all these questions. But to cut the matter short, you mentioned pricing, that it's going to be subscription based.
Yes.
Could you open that a little bit more? Because from my point of view, maybe just some feedback that you could receive. Greenhouses have got specialized crops that you can use here. It's not the conventional crops that we use here typically in Malawi, not maize, not what, but you could tailor it for you guys here as you're selling the product. Target consumers that farm specialized or niche crops within the country. There are other farmers, for instance, that are doing cocoa and doing vanilla, which is a high value crop, especially within the international market. You could enable Malawian, the Malawian agronomic industry to now farm vanilla and move away from the conventional crops such as soybean, groundnuts, and so on and so forth. And that's the customer that you need to target. And I think that will also inform how you're going to build the business model surrounding it in terms of pricing, which I just asked, in terms of the market demand and the customer in terms of payment, and how to fine-tune the product. Just smoothly. Yeah, but please do share on the subscription model as well.
Okay. So he wants to know more about the subscription model of the system. We are just going to more details about that. Yes, subscription model.
Okay.
So that's in terms of pricing, huh?
So sorry, maybe as you're listening, but just for the add.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you tried to work out on the, say, so much land will require a greenhouse of this size, and the cost is so much.
So there's one question, but he has further expanded it. So he's asking on the subscription model, okay? And then he's asking that have you already tried to, let's say, figure out if, let's say, on the sizing, let's say this piece of land will require this size of a greenhouse and it will cost this much.
Yes. Actually, yes, we have considered that part. Yes, of course, direct subscription, which is a direct subscription. So, we can have a partnership with an energy company instead of just paying monthly. Once the farmer sells their produce, the energy company gets a share, 15%, 20%, something like that. But installing the greenhouse, the farmer has to cover anyway. Just for the system, they will have a share benefit, just the system. But the physical structure, the farmer has to build. So if we are looking at, let's say, a medium-sized house in Malawi, if you consider that a 3-bedroom house in Malawi, they big there, a dining and a kitchen, something like that, it will need about a 10 kVA system in order to create a greenhouse that you can fit in that area. We are looking at between 20 to 35 million. That's why we are only recommending it to farmers who are doing high value crops. For example, have a certain type of machine that is used in Giza. You have something called cocoa. Those are like farm produce that is in high demand. We are recommending it to them. And for a mega greenhouse, a mega farm project, for example, something like this. Something like this is a mega farm. It's a mega farm. We are looking at between 300 to 500 million. Yeah, it's a lot. 300, 500 million, it's a lot, I'm not saying that. But it's worth it.
The presentation was great, very practical. Then we have to consider several economic factors that for it to be effective. So that when we're looking at implementing the projects, the thing that we have to consider is things like in terms of the knowledge gap, in terms of people, how to apply the greenhouse approach. But with the current conditions that we are facing, be it more rains or less rains or no rains, it is something that is very practical. Especially because the costs that we are looking at here include using the underground water. So it means that whenever we're looking at a farm, they should have access to underground water. Now, it is not a small cost to construct a greenhouse per se, but it is something that is very viable. There's just a need of that farmers, or there should be a total understanding of the whole network, be it farmers, then financiers, they should also be part of the process. So that at the end of the day, we have now come up of this weather-based type of farming. We can do great with this project.
Muriwuri, that's as much as I can do. But hey, you know what? Welcome, feel free. Because I'd love to hear some of that Tumbuka. So if you want to speak to the people at home in a language which is Tumbuka, do it. Because Nababika kumzuzu. I tell you that.
What does that mean?
Not in number, no Anyhow, welcome to the Pitch program. Looking forward to hearing what your innovation area is, or shall we say the spaces that you're looking to work in. So maybe first off, you can tell us your full name, what space you are, what council you're representing, and would love to know the problem and the solution that you've come up with as well.
All right, so my name is John David Mbeya. The solution that we're working on is in the education sector, the innovation that we're working on. So what we want to do is that we want to track school completion rate, beginning in Karonga, but because we hope that we'll scale it later on.
So how do you plan on doing that?
So First of all,
Your innovation. Don't give me your whole pitch, please.
no, that's not a pitch. Yeah, so we just build a web app.
That's it. I will be listening in to your pitch because I think that's actually something that's very interesting to have that kind of data. That should be very helpful for us to know what we're doing, how far we're going with our education system as well, and what needs to happen. Sounds interesting. I wish you well, all the best.
Thank you.
I wish I knew how to say that in Tumbuka. How do we say Zamunezons?
Good luck.
This guy, good luck. Vieni Vionse. Viemi Vionse. All the best.
Thank you for having me. My name is John David Mbeya, and my team leader is Kenneth Mhambo, and I'm here representing Innovate. So the intervention that we have is in the education sector in Kalonga District Council. This is an app which is we want to track school completion rate in Kalonga District, and of course to scale it the whole Malawi. So that's the basic idea, track school completion rate. There's nothing else. Now, to track school completion rate, I can be John Bayer. We find that this one is also John Bayer. So we find that there's conflict in the system. But the good thing is that Malawi government primary school, they issue identification number that you use until you like what? Manual examination. So it doesn't change. Even if you change schools, it remains the same. So even if somebody can be transferred, it's still more the system will be able to track that particular pupil, even if they move to a different district. So scalability depends on the available infrastructure, which I say the system is already there. The numbers are already there that we can track that pupil until standard 8. Because the number doesn't change. So it's very easy to scale it in every district in Malawi. It's very easy. Two, scalability depends on the challenges that different districts meet. So I think the challenge is the same. The challenge is that there is no centralized system. Everything is done. If you can ask today, what is the school completion rate in zone 2, on the internet, you will not find. You have to go quarterly. They should check the papers and calculate. That is very wrong process. So we want to correct that. So this system will analyze the data. So we collect the data from the schools. We analyze the data. By doing so, we'll be able to identify if somebody drops out of school. You'll be able to identify fast enough. Than service. Service didn't take your own time. For example, the fact sheets, that was UNICEF 2022. It took about 9 months to complete. It's just a 9-page fact sheet about school completion rate in Malawi and other stats. But it took 9 months. In that 9 months, many things and what can happen. So this one is like real-time tracking. Interoperability. Okay, that was the issue I was explaining about identification number. So it can be applied in across all my different schools. The number is issued by the government. So on that note, it means we can only apply this system on primary education, primary school, because these numbers are not issued at secondary level. It ends standard 8. Secondary, they don't have that system, so we cannot use it at secondary level. So it means it ends there. Commercial viability. So the app has the potential to improve education and promoting accountability. So the commercial viability, where this comes from, the example that I gave about that fact sheet about UNICEF, it was the same things tracking school completion rate, but of course they haven't published the budget
that they use to do those services, but it took them a long time. It means time that is money spent. So the target are those organizations. So we can collaborate. It means you just be at a primary level. It means if they'll be doing a survey, they'll start at secondary level. It means you have helped them to complete their service faster. Because they just do secondary level. Subscriptions, yes, if somebody is really in need of that particular data, but to be honest, in Malawi, the target should be education stakeholders, like NGOs and also some government institutions. The market demand. People are already creating these factions. The example I've already gave, UNICEF, Ministry of Education, they are already doing this, but the process is very long. We want to come up with something which is faster. So the market is already there. People are already doing that, but we want to reduce the process and make it fast. So the uniqueness of this system, the innovation, is that we are not just tracking school completion rates, but we are also profiling the pupils. So profiling, we'll be talking about the environmental variables, the conditions like who's the household, what's the gene, the weight quantity, the age of that particular child. So you are profiling that child. So that at the later days, if you want to see what the reasons why this particular child is failing, you should be able to use those particular variables for a further data analysis. So it's not just tracking school completion rate. So this app will be user-friendly. And this architecture said it's a very basic thing, but very, very, very important. So what the teachers, so it will be like a cooperation between teachers. So once the baseline survey has been done to create the profile of that particular child, which is done once, so it will be like a longitudinal style, which will be, you track the progress of that particular child for the duration of the what? Of their study. So once that baseline study is done, so that the teachers can just see whether this child has completed that particular class or has not. So it's just as simple as that. They will not do anything else. So okay. All right. So this is like a back end. This is like a back end. We wanted to host it somewhere. Oh, but this is Power BI. This we can actually publish it on the website. We want to create a web app. We wanted to publish it on the website because of budget constraints, they said we should not go there. Just create something that you can show us. So things like domain names, because to buy Power BI subscription, you need a custom domain name. You cannot use something custom. So those things were removed. So we just created the backend just for demonstration how it will work. Because it is just the same thing that just that it will be reflected on the website that people can view public. Okay, so okay. So we have some variables described.
You can manage the slide size.
Oh yes.
It makes it easy.
All right, thank you. Just yeah, screen. But the first one is area. We want to see whether it's Lulu or Abba. That is very helpful when you are doing data analysis, and it's helpful for targeting, intervention targeting. So we have you can filter based on the location, whether it's rural or urban. You can also filter based on gender, whether the people is female or male. Also disability. You want to see maybe because someone has dropped out because there's no, because someone has a disability, so we have also included that. Ethnicity of household. Sometimes it's because of culture and other things. So we have also included those variables. Also the gender of a household head, that has also been included as a variable. Last distance to school. That is also another issue. So, I'll just, okay, so let's select the wave query. Okay, we have also included wave pattern, whether someone is poor, middle income, maybe rich. So just filter, let's say somebody is rich. I'll just drill through and see the zones. So if you go inside the zone, then you will now be able to see the schools in that particular zone. So in this zone 1, we have Sabo Primary, Indiana, and what have you. So you can see the school completion rate in that particular zone is about 64%, zone 1, and total enrollment is 42. Just a reminder, this is fiction data. It's fiction. Yeah, that's
connected to some of the challenges that are being faced within our districts in terms of digitizing the way we do things. So that's the way to go. We can't live in the Stone Age era where everything is done by paper and pen. For me, my question would go back on just to make, I think I didn't get it clear. So to understand the rationale, why only the primary, why not the secondary? Why doesn't it apply to the secondary spaces? Or didn't it apply to the whole education system as a whole?
Alright, so the point was, right now, because to track that particular student or pupil, we're using the government issue now. That's it is issue standard 1, we use it until standard 8. So it is easier to track that particular person, even if they transfer to another school. The number doesn't change. So the system can still see that this is the same one person. But the problem with secondary education, they don't have this now. That system is not available. So it means the only way you can track that particular person is by name. But the name alone, you find that this one is John, that one is also John there. It will create confusion. You don't know whom are you tracking exactly.
I understand. So if I get you correctly, it means if assuming I got selected to Chichiri Secondary School in Blantyre, when I'm preparing for my money examinations, I will not get another number from money? Or is there no way of linking the two numbers that you will be able to accurately track progression of a student from standard 1 up until form 4?
And nowadays you've got the birth certificate
and national ID.
There's what numbers there?
Birth certificate.
Yes, or the national ID number. It's unique to a specific person.
Yes.
I think
Can that be a case ID to track somebody across the whole spectrum?
Yes.
Because now we're going to extend the reach of your product. You can even go to secondary, to tertiary, and wherever it may be.
I think that is a suggestion.
Okay, I'll stop there.
For me, you presented with a lot of passion.
Yeah.
I think if your friend Muuni was here, he would be very happy to hear. So what I would want to ask you is, what do you think will be the impact of your app
on the quality and future of education in our country. Yeah, just briefly.
Yeah, the first one, because this is tracking education in real time, it means you can be able to identify challenges faster, which is dropouts. You can be able to find it, track it very fast. And if you can find a problem faster, it means a targeted intervention can be also what? Can be fast to help that particular area. You can see it very fast. It means you can also track it in time, and those students can what? And go back to school. So if they go back to school, it means you are helping the nation.
Okay, thank you so much, John.
I was about to say it.
Yeah, right. I think from the presentation, it is clear that the challenges that you are looking at they are not unique. They are in other districts. So which means that yes, it is something that we get in other districts. However, indeed there are different challenges that each and every district is facing. But now I'm looking at the mainly all the details of the student. You have to provide some. I just want to suggest some things. Because nowadays it was looking at a student can be tracked from primary up to tertiary education. And indeed these suggestions where we have the basic of the national IDs and all that, that can be included in the app. So I think to cover that. But on the other hand, we're looking at when we are looking at even causes that make students or children to drop out. I think we should have also we should have it already into the analysis, analyzing causes, and they already also on the causes, because we look at the user, the main user of the system will be maybe maybe the epidemic. The main user of this app who would be? Is it the schools, or would it be the district education office, or is it the who will be using this, or who will be accessing it?
Okay. First of all, the district education office, they'll be able to access it. Education stakeholders, those who have communication, like UNICEF, and also the general public. But the difference is that the data that is, let me just show you a data. The data that is available is much more than just what is what. So if somebody wants a much more detailed analysis, it means it will be presented to them.
Yeah. Now the reason why I am asking about the user is paid by the main customer of the app.
Okay.
Because if it is anyone who wants, when it becomes, the business sense becomes a challenge.
Yeah. So the main customer of this one, it will be the Ministry of Education and also NGOs. These are the main customers because they are the ones who are already doing service, trying to track education. So we just target them because they're already doing it, but their process is wrong. We just want to cut the process to be so that we can be able to track education in time. So they're already doing it, but we are presenting something faster.
Now, third question. on the children registration, because I think this has to start from the time that the child is doing it.
Yes, yes.
Now you have based on what the features of the app. Does it mean that this will also be available in schools so that as students are being registered, the system is also applicating itself further within the district?
Yes, to be available in schools. It will be available in schools, so that there is some data that teachers have to enter, so it will be available. So it's like a collaboration. Yes.
Now, security of the data.
Yes.
How do you think that no one is going to come in?
All right.
How will we ensure that data remains John Bear of Taronga and John Bear found it in Simba? The difference. That data can be changed.
Okay. So for the difference, you have the unique numbers, but to change that particular data.
That's not security.
Now we're talking about security. Now, security of the data for sensitive information like the birth certificate number or national ID, that particular number has to be entered by authorized authorities. But if you can check correctly, this data is not available from the analysis plan. It's like there's something at the back. So once that data is entered, no one who is visiting or whether want to check the data will be able to access it. It's something at the back that the system you just use to track, but not you cannot review it on the data analysis. It can. So it will not be public. It is something that will be back end.
Thank you very much.
To start, I think he was passionate about us. He clearly saw a problem and he started to try to fix it. And I think that's what an innovator is defined by. He's passionate about it, he's connected with it, and he's driven for that to happen. Nonetheless, I think the system needs to be revisited as a whole. In terms of usability, it does not necessarily seem user-friendly. It hasn't been thoroughly thought through who's going to use it. And I think that's what's going to hamper the scaling or the improvement of the innovation of the system itself. So I think there's some my 2 cents from my end about the system. But great effort. And I think with the passion, with the feedback that has been provided, we can definitely move forward to something that's more improved, robust, and connects more with the overall landscape of the education sector in the country.
Kodi mukutipo bwanji zama innovation amene takuonetsani lero? Tuzeni maganizo anu m'makomenti musimu. Tuona nanso mawa.
Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Kuthandiza Malawi. Tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto kuza dziko lathu. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Muuni Fund is here. Yafika. Kuthandiza Malawi tipeze njira zotana ndi mavuto omwe amagwa mdziko lathu.